want to thank you for taking the time to check out this video episode. I know if you're a small business owner, an affiliate marketer, or online marketer, then pay close attention to what I'm going to share and reveal to you here to help you increase your leads, your sales, and your profits. One of the key things that I get a lot of questions about from students all the time, whether they're small business owners, affiliate, or online marketers, is about websites. And see, a website is nothing more than a tool. Because let me ask you a question. Have you gone out there and tried to get something online that you thought was going to do one thing, and you felt like you had the wrong tool and you found yourself in frustration and overwhelm? Me too. And one thing to look at is a website is a tool in a toolbox. See, if you were going to go out and do some work on a construction site and you had a nail, what kind of tool would you bring? You need the right tool. You'd bring a hammer, right? On the other hand, there are other valuable tools that you could have in a toolbox, like a screwdriver. But if you brought a screwdriver to try to pound on the nail, how frustrated, how overwhelmed would you feel if you had a full job to do and that you had the wrong tool, like a screwdriver, to try to pound in 150 nails? It'd be frustrating, right? Well, that's what I see a lot of people doing online. And it stops here. I want to cut through the confusion, cut through the clutter, to give you some really good, important information. And then I've got a gift for you today to help you on your journey, help you on your path. In fact, I've had many people tell us that this gift that we're going to give you is literally worth hundreds of dollars, if not more, for what it's done for their business. And I'm going to give it to you absolutely free, and I'll share that with you here in just a couple minutes. At any rate, let me get you some basic education on websites. Again, it's a tool in the toolbox. However, there are basically what we've narrowed down, identified as three main components of websites, or sub-tiers of websites. Number one, you have what's called a lead generation website. We'll call it lead gen for short, a lead generation website. Number two, you have a content-oriented site. And then number three, you have a sales site. So, where we see a lot of people go wrong online, whether they're small business, online, or affiliate marketers, is they try to do all three at the same exact time, and it gets frustrating. And then there are other people who, what they do is they focus on content, which is great once and after you've either generated a lead for that potential client or candidate, or you've made a sale to that client or candidate. So each three parts has its own place in the toolbox. So what I want to talk about real quick is about what I believe to be the most important thing you can do in setting up a website. And it relates to your business. One of the great thought leaders in our industry, his name's Stephen Covey. He wrote a book called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And one of the premises of the book, he says you've got to begin with the end in mind. So if we look at business, online or offline, the goal, of course, is to build something of value to create an asset. Well, what is the most important asset in most businesses? It's about its users and or its database. Some people call this a list. Or what I like to refer to is a database. We could also take this further and call it the users today. With technology being the way it is. Look at Twitter. Why is Twitter potentially so valuable as a business? Well, it has a lot of users. In other words, its database is huge. There's a lot of selling going on, but it has a lot of users taking advantage of the services or products that it offers. If we look at WordPress, I've had a good fortune that I met Matt Morningweg, who owns WordPress, and had some conversation. You'd be shocked at how brilliant he is, number one, with foresight of seeing the forest through the trees, if you will, online. In addition, you'd also probably be shocked at what he doesn't know about building websites and making sales and all these different types of things. His model, WordPress, apparently was evaluated at close to $1 billion not too long ago. Why? Because of its users, not because of the sales it generated. Now, if you're in business, what's your goal? Your goal probably is to profit. Your most important asset, though, in my opinion, is the database you build. So you want to take some time to focus on building a lead generation site and make it very specific. And this could be inside of your site, or it could be its own site. But you want to keep the lead generation part separated from the content, separated from the sale. Look at your lead generation almost like a door, to a front door or a gateway into your backyard. So the lead generation site they come to, they enter their name and email address, and then ultimately you're going to open the door to either content or an opportunity for you to be able to build a relationship and or be able to make a sale. So keep that in mind. I'm not going to go into much more detail right now, but you'll see a URL that will come across the screen here in just a minute. We put together a very simple yet extensive report for you to make available to teach you the different aspects of building a great lead generation site. In addition, take advantage by simply entering your name and email address. That's it. You'll get this bonus gift from us. It's going to give you several tips and strategies on how to be able to increase your leads, how to be able to increase your list, how to increase conversions, how to make more sales, and how to generate more profit. So take advantage. I want to thank you for taking the time to check out this video episode, and we'll look forward to seeing you and talking to you again. Take care.